the visiting neighborhood rat that used to come to my house and scatter things. I caught it.
Oh, so fabulous. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Dumebimusic once again, and if this is your first time stumbling on my channel, you're welcome. Please join my big happy family by hitting the subscribe button just somewhere here. It's in red, like that big subscribe button. Whenever you hit that button, like you have an extra 1 year added to your lifespan. How about that? To my old subscribers, thank you, welcome back. You guys, you know how we do it. I love you guys. Ooh. So anyways, this is going to be a chit chat video. I'm going to be doing my makeup and we're going to be talking because I have a lot of, good news to share with you guys. A lot has been happening for me. At this point, I do not even know the look I'm going to create. I'm just going to be letting my creative juices flow and we're going to be chatting. I'm every woman. In this video, guys, I'm going to be using a lot of new products. Some of them got sent to me and some of them I purchased with my very own points. Now, the first one that I have here is Hydrate. Like, this packaging is, you think like there's a brand new phone here. Like, so this one is from Bregha and Omaricode. They are Nigerian makeup artists. I know Bregha particularly, not personally though, but like from Instagram, and I think she's a sweetheart. They sent me this, and this is like a face moisturizer. I'm going to be using it today. I also have this from msmetics. I bought these ones with my own money at the makeup fair. These are bottom lashes. These are also bottom lashes. This is their brow pencil. I did not buy this one actually. They gifted it to me. Y'all know that I bought this from them. I've featured it on the channel a couple of times, and I'm telling you guys, these are like my best pair of lashes right now. Like, because I went for another makeup fair apart from the other one, but this one that I went for is kind of like still new. I think it was their 3rd edition. So they did a meet and greet for me, and I also did a live demo, and I met the owner of this cosmetic brand there. So she gave me her products. Let me show you guys what she gave me. This one here is micellar water. I'm sorry, the brand name is actually Kimani Cosmetics. I think micellar water now, like everybody's raving about it, and they say you can use it to take off your makeup, you can use it as a toner, blah blah blah. Then I also got their glow mist. So for those of you who are experiencing summer wherever you are, you guys know this is the season of glow, right? So these are the 3 shades of glow mist she sent to me. Then I also have a facial mist here. And the last thing I have here, also from Kimani Cosmetics, is this brow set. So this is like a clear brow set. Another set of goodies I have here is from Ovuada Beauty. This is not the first time she's sending me stuff. So she just expanded her cosmetics range, and she now has glow tonics. Like, everybody's doing glow. Like, glow is so big right now, and I think I'm the only person that hasn't completely gotten into that whole glow thing. She actually told me that this shade was inspired by me because like maybe it's really dark, melanin popping, so she created this shade with me in mind. Like, how flattering is that? So yeah, these are the 2 glow mists that I got sent from Ovuada Beauty. Then she also sent me her foundations. She sent me 3 shades. I think she told me she has 5 shades out. And like, I'm really liking the packaging of this foundations. I almost forgot, like, guys, I talked about the Beauty Business Summit. I told you guys I got some goodies. So the goodies I got from the Beauty Business Summit are also going to be featured in this video. And here I have the Haga and Esther eyeliner and this Yanga Beauty Candid Glow here. So yeah, I'm going to be toning my face with this micellar water. To be using their facial mist to just like add some moisture and make sure my face is hydrated. To moisturize my face, I'm going to be going into the Hydrate by Bregha and omaricode. Like, you guys need to see this. This is so cute. Like, 3 different shades of melanin. I'm just taking about this quantity. Look at that, guys. Look at this is so exciting. I've never used any moisturizer that is this tacky. Like, it takes time to sit on the skin
And makes my skin like really glide. Oof, like.
But are you guys seeing like how moisturized and hydrated my skin looks? Like, you guys, My skin is looking so good right now. I just feel like just ending this tutorial. What am I doing makeup for with this skin glowing like this? I don't know why I'm just laughing like a goat. I don't really moisturize my face a lot if I do makeup, but it's a very important step. It helps your primer not to dry out your skin too much. So even if you have an oily skin, it's important for you to moisturize, because when you provide the skin with the moisture that it needs, it won't have to now secrete that excess sebum that makes your skin appear oily. I'm going to spray my mist again before I prime my face.
Now, skin. I'm giving you guys skin goes here.
So this is the msmetics pencil I told you guys about. I'll list everything in the description bar below. This 2019 didn't begin very well, I will not lie to you. Like December 30th or 31st of last year, one of my acquaintances that I've done business with in the past actually messaged me on WhatsApp, and he's like, oh, I have a business deal for you. He approached me and told me there was an international beauty contest. I'm not going to name what contest that is. So he just got the franchise for Nigeria, and he was sending a Nigerian representative to go represent us in the beauty contest. He wanted to go with a team, of which he needed a makeup artist to be among, and he wanted me to be the makeup artist because of course he knows me, we've worked together in the past, blah blah blah. And when we worked together in the past, it went fine. Like there was no I don't have any negative thing to say about, you know, our past business relationship. So he said that the contest was going to be holding in the Philippines, and he needed me to pay for my visa, because he told me that there are going to be a lot of girls, so I probably need to come with an assistant makeup artist, get him this person, get him that person. And because I had that level of trust, we have a mutual friend. We actually met through a mutual friend, one of the guys I went to secondary school with. Like, we're still friends up till this day. So it's been a long friendship of like, I think 15 or 17 years or so. So because I trusted this guy, I was able to bring in some other people, and I told him, okay, I told them what the deal was, that okay, it's an international pageant. You're going as a video guy, you're going as a red carpet presenter, you're going as my assistant makeup artist. I briefed them and everybody was down with it. So we paid the money for our visa and all that stuff. And then the period came that we were supposed to travel, that the guy told us we were going to travel, and guess what? We did not travel. Nothing happened. So at the end of the day, we're like, okay, guy, the time he told us we're going to travel has passed. The competition was already happening, because of course we saw everything on Instagram and everything. We were aware that the competition was already happening and we're not going to travel anymore. So we're like, okay, can you return our money back? That was where Wahala started, and it entered into this year. We paid our money like first week of January this year, and then we never got our money back. So up until this moment, as I'm telling you, this is June. But guess what? Out of the 270k, almost 300,000 naira that got into this guy's hand, I've gotten only 100,000 naira back, and that's with a lot of threats. I have threatened this guy, I have called, I have begged, there's nothing I have not done. And to think that I was the one that brought these other people into it. So I'm just telling you guys that my year did not start great at all. Up till now, I'm still chasing that guy to give me the balance of that money. So I think God just looked at me and like my daughter, I see you struggling, I'm going to turn things around, and boom, that happened. So let's get to the good part of this story right now. I'm going to be setting my brows using the Kimani clear brow set, and I'm going to be using the spoolie that came with my brush, with my msmetics pencil. I'm liking this. I think what comes to my mind when I look at this is edge control. Like, so guys, to clean up my brows, I'm just going to be taking the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Fawn for the bottom part and in Chestnut for the top part of my brows. So guys, I'm done with my brows. I'm just taking the remnant of the concealer to prime my eyelids. So right into my gist. At some point I just got overwhelmed that okay, maybe this month has been very good for you. Like, God has been so good to you this month. Number one is that I've started getting more recognition on Instagram. I have 3 Instagrams in total. I have Dumebi Official, where I post my very personal stuff. Then I have Leah Uzuri, where I post my clients' makeup and all that. Then I have the Dumebi Leah page, which is the youngest one that I just opened last year. So I created that page basically so I could not only just be a YouTube influencer, so that I could also be an Instagram influencer. So whenever I do videos on YouTube, I always make like 1 minute shorter and more fun versions. By more fun, you guys will understand how to check out. Like, go and follow me on Instagram, there you see what I mean. The videos are super interesting. And in just 1 year, guys, I have like almost 5,000 followers. It's a big deal because my other 2 pages that have been existing for like 4 or 5 years don't have as much followers as this page that is just 1 year old. Like, can you beat that? Then again, like, the caliber of people that follow me on my newest page, which is the Dumebimusic page. I have a lot of makeup artists that I look up to, that I admire their work. You know, if you're Nigerian, you may know some of these names. The Tonya X's, Looks by Betty, Bregha, Boss Lady Susie, among some others. You know, you see them following you, then talk about the celebrities that follow too, because they see what, you know, like they see my work, and some of them actually go the extra mile to even like slide into my DM, and they're like, oh girl, I love your work. I'm going into this magic palette by Juvia, and I'll just take this shade that's here. Then when I started doing the videos, the shorter versions for Instagram on my older pages before this new one, then, you know, I would just work so hard and I would get 200 views, 100 views. You know, no one will comment, and you're putting so much work into this thing. It was so frustrating. Then when I opened the Dumebimusic page, it didn't just take off at first, of course. I put so much more work. I did research. Like, guys, doing this whole Instagram influencing thing is hard work. It is hard work. So now I'm getting way more views on Instagram. I'm getting like over 1,000 views, 1,300 views thereabouts. I'm like, okay, finally I have almost 5,000, and like 1/5 of my followers are watching, and that's good enough. Like, I spoke to someone that is a social media expert, and she told me if 1/10 of your followers are engaging on your post, that you're doing really well. So I think if 1/5 of my followers are engaging, I am doing more than really well. Because I used to cry when I didn't used to get views, when I didn't used to get comments. I used to cry. I'm so emotional. Getting new followers, getting new supporters, people reposting my stuff, people that I've never met. Like, I'm just so grateful for the growth. Then I actually got my first repost on a major Instagram handle. I think there's this one, Melanie Makeup Daily, then there's another one, I think dark skinned women or so. I always tag them, and they never repost. But they reposted this time around without me tagging them. So that's just the Instagram part of my blessings. Let's move on to other things. The shade I'm taking is this brown shade right here. So you guys know that I've been on YouTube for like 2 years now. And of course, my channel has been monetized for a while, but at first I didn't even understand the whole process of getting your money and the whole Google AdSense thing. But I applied for my Google AdSense, and then they're supposed to send you this pin. They're supposed to send it through like your country's post office. It's supposed to come to your doorstep. Guys, I didn't know whether it was coming, the fault was coming from YouTube, whether they had even sent it, or whether it was coming from our own Nigerian end here. But for some reason, for over a year, I waited for this pin, my Google AdSense pin, and I never got it. And without that pin, I was never going to get my money from YouTube. So I waited. I went to the post office several times. I've been at this thing for over a year. I kid you not, guys. It was so frustrating for me. Fine, I'm doing it for the passion. It's not all about the money, but doing YouTube for 2 years, I'm not getting a dime and investing so much. I just basically wanted that money so I could upgrade my setup, so that I could say, okay, this is what I got, something tangible that YouTube has done for me. I was really getting frustrated that after applying for so long, I still did not get my Google AdSense pin and all that. And then guess what? One day in June, the man from the post office who I had been corresponding with called me, and he's like, are you so and so? I think a mail just came in your name. And I'm like, oh father. It's like, let me even show you guys. Because I gave up on the first one that I applied for, I reapplied for another Google AdSense pin. So the two of them came in June. Think about it. The first one that is like, I applied like 3 months ago, and the other one that I applied over a year ago, they both came in June. That is definitely not a coincidence. I believe in miracles. Look at the both of them. I actually have received my money from YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. It's nice doing business with you. I can't wait for more money. So guys, if you guys want to know what my pay was like, I'm not even, do I want to share that? I don't know. Of course, I've already given my tithes. I've already sown my seed. God is officially a partner in this YouTube thing that I'm doing. Can someone say amen to that? So guys, I'm going to be cutting my crease now, and I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Creamy Beige. And another wonderful thing happened to me. Like, y'all know that I went to the makeup fair. I also had like another fair invitation. They designed another flyer for me. It's on my Instagram. I've started receiving money. You may call it honorarium or transport fare, because I won't really call it payment per se, but like I'm actually being given something to show up at this event, and I'm like, what? A lot of people go there for free, but I'm getting paid to go there. Like, wow. Like, guys, I am overwhelmed. another thing to show up and people are like, sorry, hi, you look so familiar, what's your Instagram name? And I'm like, dumebimusic, like, oh my god, I follow you, I love your videos. And I'm like, so I'm like, I remember watching your video on YouTube. Oh, I can't even begin to describe how I feel about it. But wow, thank you to everyone who has loved and supported me. Just in case any of you is watching this video, I couldn't have done it without you guys. Whenever I do my cut crease, there's this weird thing that happens where one is perfect and the other one is just crooked. I hope that doesn't happen this time around. Morphe 35B palette with this one. Green, this green right here. So let's do that. This whole thing happening just took me back to something Dima said, because I really love Dima and I've seen her grow, you know, and she's one of the Nigerian YouTubers that really inspire me, because I see her doing a lot of things that I hope to do in the future. So recently she traveled to France for one YouTube thing like that, and this thing was freaking all expense paid. They flew her business class guys, to France, all expense paid. And man, this girl is living the life, and I'm like, oh my god. She vlogged about the whole trip to France, and there was something she said at the end of the day. She was like, guys, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Someone out there, I have to say it again, someone out there is watching you, is seeing what you're doing, is seeing the hard work you're putting into it. So that's what I'm going to tell you guys, because that thing she said, you spoke to me, because you know when you're like, you're doing stuff and you don't think people are seeing it, you feel like, oh my god, what am I doing? Sometimes you just want to stop. I know that feeling. I've been there. I have been there. There's sometimes I wanted to quit. There's sometimes I have an idea for a video, and at some point, because maybe my last video didn't do well, I'm like, man, just leave that thing. I don't even want to do it. It's not just going to happen one day. But I feel like it's a collection of little inputs that now, like little drops make a mighty ocean. So Chidima said it, and I'm saying it to you guys. I don't know who may need to hear this. Okay, but you see that thing that you're doing, that you believe and you really hope in it, and you're sure that that thing is what you're passionate about, even if it's not giving you the returns you want yet. Don't give up, guys. Don't give up. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. It's definitely going to pay. Guys, just in the middle right here, because I didn't really bother with blending it that much, because I want to put a shade in between. I'm going to be taking this lemon shade right here, and it could help you to actually wet your brush, because you know there's already a layer of eyeshadow there, so this one needs to be a little bit tacky. If you're Nigerian, you know that the media has been hot like the past 1 week. First of all, there's a talk about Bisola Dakolo coming to accuse the Koza pastor, and then there's also the talk about the slapping senator. That's what I called him, the one that wants to slap because his hands are itching him. Then there's also the talk about the one that really got me, is the one about the 4-year-old girl that was by a man. Mind you, she wasn't just she was both in the and in the. I realized that a lot of people have experienced some form of sexual harassment, and it's not even just females, even guys. I had a lot of guys that, but I think there's just this thing about guys, they tend to like form like, I'm an African man, so I feel no pain. They'll tell you that you women are always making a big deal about these things, that if women begin to say our own, it's just that because we are men, you know, we can't. Who told you that because you're a man you can't feel pain? Who told you that because you are men you're not traumatized, that you can't have PTSD or whatever? Like, that's the wrongest notion. I think that's another thing we feed our men, that they have to be strong, they can't show any pain. I cannot shout. Let me just go into my normal gel liner to line it up. I thought I was going to use that Haggai and Esther one, but it was a struggle using it to line my waterline. So let me not even just deceive myself. In Nigeria, it's a scandal for someone to come out and talk about, oh, I was when I was young, you know, it's a scandal. So for her to, you know, like bullshit the possibility of getting backlashed and all the shaming, because we have a shaming culture over here. You know, they'll not tell you, what were you wearing? Didn't you know he was a man? Why did you let him into your house by that time of the day? You know, like, people always want to like blame the victim one way or the other. So she knew that, but she still came out. So I mean, for her to put all that on the line, put her reputation, the reputation of her husband, you know, her children and all that, and for her to come out and say that the woman had so much to lose. So because of that, I believe her. Lash time is my happy time. I'm going into msmetics again. Okay, so guys, I just popped on my lashes, and now, okay, I just realized I haven't primed my face. face before foundation, because definitely I'm going to be using this foundation from Ovuada. But before that, let me prime my face.
Guys, just to take away some of that dryness that I feel from the primer, and just because I want to do this, it's not like I have to, but you know, I'm just gonna spray my face with this mist again.
Guys, I feel like the undertone of this foundation is more on the neutral side. It's not as warm as I am. Like, I have more red in my skin than this foundation. I don't understand what is really going on. Why are people raping? Why are people... What's the point? Like, the sickest one was the one about the little child. If I was the mother of that child. Oh God. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a time I actually did a video about a guy that sat beside me in a keke and was my... Like, if you people have not seen that, I will just link it up. Go and watch that video. I'm going to be highlighting with my fawn. I should probably be using chestnut for this, but I'm just going to be using a little bit of fawn. So, like, who are we fooling? Who are we really fooling? And I find that our culture is so patriarchal. You know, like, it favors the man. Like, people say it's a man's world. Because you're a woman, like, you're shamed. And guess what? Because we now hush it, we'll just sweep it under the rug. These things keep happening generations to generation. I know of a man, a father, that his daughters. I'm not talking one daughter, I'm not talking two daughters. He sleeps with his daughters. Like, it's so bad. Like, it was where I grew up, it happened. You understand? We used to attend the same church. When everybody got to know about what was happening was when one of his daughters actually got pregnant. Do you understand? So it turned out that what we heard actually was that the man in question, that he raped the girl when he was younger, and the girl cursed him. That was how he was going to keep raping. And guess what? His children now, like they say, sins of the father lives with them. The children suffer sins of the father. Like, what's that quote? I mean, imagine having a child by your father. Like, that is even a nightmare. Don't even imagine it, guys. To contour my face, I'm just going to be going into it. Oh God, look at that. This is like creamy, yummy chocolate. I'm going to be going into this foundation. This is a new foundation by Beyond Beauty. There's still a lot of product around and I need to soak up some of the product. I'm going to be going over everything with my beauty blender. So to set my highlight, I'll be going into my mercier powder. So guys, for my powder, I'm going into this LA Pride powder. I'll take this shade right here to brush off because I don't really want to bake. So guys, I'm going to contour using this dark shade here. Guys, I'm done contouring my face and I'm going to be going back into this palette. I'm going to be taking a mixture of this light powder shade and this highlight here for my brows. I'll be going into my Zickel palette, and for my blush I'll be using this orange right here. Now for my glow, I'm going to be going into this Candid Glow by Yanga Beauty. So I expect it to be really pigmented. I'm just going to take the one on the cover. Look at that. Oh my god, this glow is disrespectful. Hey, blind all the haters. Okay.
No, just look at that. Just look at that. Oh god. Ah, Yanga Beauty. What's happened? Who offended you people? Hey. Are you guys seeing what I've seen? Like, if you do this, use this inner corner highlight and you go on a date, the guy just going to be looking at your eyes like, what is that thing I just shining like that? Do you understand what I mean? The nigga is going to be confused, but in a good way.
So guys, because I'm feeling really adventurous today, I'm going to be doing green lips. Guys, I'm just going to be applying my bottom lashes. I'm not very familiar with how to use strip lashes in my bottom lash area, so I'm just going to go with these ones. This one has like single, like there are several in here. Look at, there's a bunch of them. Guys, I just popped on the bottom lashes. Please tell me, is this lash too much? Because I feel like I'm looking somewhere between a witch or a clown or a Barbie doll. So what scale? Where do you think I fall under? Anyway, it's a dramatic look. I'm doing it for you guys. Like, whoever thought green lips could look this good. So many options for glow mist. I'll be using the one from Kimani in this really beautiful gold shade to set my face, and I'm going to be using this one from Ovuada Beauty. Like, you guys, watch what happens. Look at that. So I'm just going to be using this on my shoulders, like to give me that whew.
That's the one on the face. Woo! How do you guys see the sparkles on my face? Like I'm worth $1 million. Hey God, I like this. It's just a shame that I'm not going anywhere. Wow, as it dries down, you don't begin to just look like a sheen. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, this is really perfect for my shading.
Well, let's just wrap up this video because I'm sure this video is like so long by now. But if you watch till now, you guys, you have a special place in heaven and a special place in my heart. If you have opinions about everything I talked about, let me know. And also, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I enjoyed creating it. Don't leave without giving this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you're new here. I'll be so happy to have you guys as part of my family, and share this video if you will. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.
That sexy thing is not in me at all.